G'day guys, Brad here from Specialized Health. I wanted to just, it's about 3:30 on Friday afternoon, and I wanted to just jump away from my desk and do this quick little video because I just had an email land across my desk, and I wanted to give one of our consultants, Mark Watson, who's our Liverpool or Southwest Sydney exercise physiologist. I wanted to just give him a really quick shout out because he's been looking after a young guy, about 25, 26, with severe depression. And for, I think, maybe the last 3 or 4 months or so, I may just have that time frame slightly wrong, might be slightly less, might be slightly more, but has basically been bedroom bound for that whole time. Really only very, very, very sparingly leaving his bedroom. Mark's been able to coax him out into doing a couple of outside the home sessions exercise-wise to try and engage him, but a super big turning point just kind of took place in the last week or so. Mark took him on a 2-hour bushwalk, which is something that the young guy had expressed some interest in doing. Mark encouraged him to come along and give it a go. So totally outside the norm of a 1 hour gym session or a 1 hour home conditioning session, just total lateral thinking and going on this 2-hour bushwalk where this young guy was really deconditioned, really out of nick, and was feeling physically ill at the end of this 2-hour bushwalk, but reached the top of the peak of this bushwalk. Basically, whether it was a moment of clarity or whether just a super solid sense of achievement, what it's resulted in 4 days later, I think it was, maybe slightly more, maybe slightly less, but basically less than a week later, went to a case conference with the rehab provider, and he's been certified to go back to work. I think it's about 4 hours per day, 2 or 3 days per week, but such a massive turnaround. He's a landscape gardener, so a huge turnaround compared to being bedroom bound for the last 3 or 4 months to going back to work. And all really, there's been great work done on the side of the insurer and great work done on the side of the rehab provider. But I think a really big catalyst for it was Mark going with this, outside the box thinking and encouraging this guy to come along on this big bushwalk, something that's just totally out of the realm of norm, treatment-wise, but something that just helped him to turn the corner and start getting his life back on track. So just wanted to give a really great shout out to Mark Watson for taking that initiative and helping this guy get that kind of a result. So I think it's just really going to turn his life around. Well done.